Okay, whether the screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, dear students, I welcome you people for module 5 of public relation part 2. Anyway, in the last class, due to some technical problem, right? There was not so strong internet connectivity. Okay, but some of the concept that we people have already dealt. Okay, and the you know brushing up of the part 1 has been already done, and few concepts that we people have already begin into part 2 and also has been dealt. But what we do today, just by okay, what we do, like once again we'll start part 2 today, afresh. Fine. So instead of brushing up all your part 1, I go directly to part 2. Fine. We are going to start with working with the media, right? So once again we'll deal this today. Fine. Okay, the screen is visible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is your part 2, which we are going to begin with the working with the media. As we people have already discussed a few concepts in your previous class, sorry. Okay, where when we people are working as a PR professionals with the media, so you should have a very good relationship with them, because these media people are the people who will be taking our message, okay, to the targeted audience or a general public to whom we people want to reach with certain message. Okay, and we people conduct a lot of programs, okay, in you know programs of public relation on behalf of the organization for certain causes of the society, right? And we when we people are contributing to the society, even we people want some help from the society also, in return, where people into the society who will be, or say, citizens of that particular area has to contribute into the programs also, because entire thing cannot be done by the organization. So you require somebody whom you people are going to motivate and who are going to join your programs, okay, where it will be helping them as well as the society. So it is something like, media will be helping an organization in taking your message and program to the general public and targeted audience. Fine. One. And second thing is, where you people want to get an attention. It's a common thing what we people have already dealt in your previous classes, where we are going to use this media in reaching the general public, and somehow we people want to get an attention of those people, those community to which we people are going to cater. Okay, and once we people are going to get an attention of them, even recruiting a new volunteers, as I told you people, where we want some volunteers who will be working for an organization, okay, on behalf of say that particular society. Okay, and whatever service activities we people are doing in those area, okay, those people are also going to add their efforts in that, in making the program more successful. Okay, so working with the media on behalf of an organization allows for awarenesses of the entity, where the people who are going to join, they will get an awareness about the entire organization and the related programs what we people are going to do for them. Okay, so one side it is where when we are working with the media, we see to it that even awareness of the organization is also created, a good image of the organization is built into that particular society to which we people are going to cater certain needs. Okay, so to rise as well as to as the ability to create an impact with a chosen audience, we say, for to whom we people are going to reach, those audience should have an awareness about the organization, as well as some impact that we people have to exert on those people in creating a good brand image of the organization. Fine. So we have something like process of working with the media, where we have few steps here generally which an organization is going to adopt when those people are going to work with the media people. So, okay, so few things we have, whether you take it as a conditions or whether you people take it as a process. Okay, it will be ultimately helping or making an understanding about these media people among the organizations, okay, and the related people will be working with them directly. Fine. So here, first we are going to begin with establishing personal relationship. As we if we see the definition or say the meaning when we people were started with this chapter, sorry, this module. Okay, so where the media relation, we used to define it as a relationship that what an organization or the people into the organization will be having with a journalist who will be representing those media, right? So these journalists will be, a frontline employees for, I mean, the front, we say the point of contact that, with the media agency and organization will be having. So it is very important that whosoever are related people, so those related peoples has to be having, those people should be identified by the organization, okay, and we as an organization of PR professionals, we should have a good relationship with those journalists or say the people who will be acting as a media, for us. Fine. So one, it will basically start with a good relationship that you people build with the related people of the media. The second comes like giving them what they need. Now this is something basically that you people have to understand their needs. Now what is the intention? See, any two people, when those people are going to have a relationship with each other, there will be one base on which those people are going to have. Now you say it as a need, where what is the need that two people need to have a relationship. Now it is a questionable even when it comes to PR programs, where the PR professionals are going to have a good relationship with the media people only because those people are going to helping an organization to reach with certain PR program to a targeted audience. One. A second, we find that those people are very authentic sources, where a lot of say people, general public audience are associated with that media, has a confidence into those medias, right? So probably because of that, there may be a number of reasons why we people keep relationship with them. Okay, but what happens? You have to have an idea even about those people in return, what the need those people have towards the organization. So some people expect a reward. Okay, some people we have to pay for them. Some media people we have to pay them. Okay, for the services what those people are going to render. There are certain medias which will take your news free of cost. It all purely depends on the policies of the that media organizations. Okay, where on that basis you people have to act. So you should be knowing that what is the basic need that those people have, okay, towards the organization. So once you people are going to identify the needs, okay, whatever those people have towards that, the next is ask for what is required within a region. Now you identify the needs and later you people can ask that what exactly those people are required, what they want actually, okay, what exactly they want to satisfy their needs. So you should find that whether it is under the scope of the organization, whether organization policies allow an organization to give in return whatever those people need for the services what media people are going to render to the organization. So this is very must that everybody should know as a PR professionals or anybody who is responsible for having a contact with the media people and building a relationship, okay, for any organizational works. But thing is, it should be under the scope of the organization. You say, for example, like ethically, we people can do now. Ethically, what can be given, okay, with the transparency, what it can be shown to the organization that what transaction is happening between the organization and the media people. So you should be very careful about asking about the requirements and bringing them into the scope of the organization or the policies of the organization to give them in return something. Okay. Then next we have always being patient and respectful. So Usually, when we see media people are very enthusiastic people, okay, straightforward people, due to the power what those people have, the support of the society, right? So they be very ethical and straightforward, and the truthworthiness what those people show into the media gives a lot of support from the society. So you should be very much careful when you people are keeping relationship with them. So it's not like that you be always present with them, right? Having a present relationship, and you should be very respectful to those people, right? And you people also get a respect in return, because those people contribution in taking your PR program to the target audience will be very huge enough. Okay. So the type of media people go through, and depends on the authenticity of that particular media. People's belief on that media can generate a lot of power among them. So the power is residing among them on the basis of the reach what those people have towards variety of societies and people. So we have next, like, being a resource to the media. It says that, even media people, whatever they require to make your communication or message reach properly to the target audience. So it may be write-ups that you people are going to give, or maybe some audio tapes that you people are going to give, audio recorded, or videos which are going to be recorded, and it is which is going to be broadcasted into those medias, right? So any photographs which you people require to make it more convincing for the target audience, along with the message what is you people are going to send through the media. So you should be very much resourceful to the media people, whatever the media people are going to ask you about. Okay, certain documents which it should be shown, or maybe it should be retained. Any message that you people give to the media, they won't publish immediately, so they ask for the authenticity of the message, and or any issue that you want to broadcast into the media. So they always look for asking, they always look, and also they ask you regarding the proofs for whatever those people are going to broadcast on behalf of you people, right? So you should be being very resourceful to those media people. Then we have keeping the current media log. So you should be, even you also should, as a PR professional, organizational, responsible people into the organization for taking care of the media. You should also know what ongoing things are there in the media regarding your programs. That you should be always looking into each and every stage of program which is going to be implemented and broadcasted. Okay, so you should be very keen observant, see what presently going with the media and your organization related issues. So last we have something providing media with up to date newsworthy information. Okay, where it is also responsibility that whatever that media broadcast, after that anything amendment should be done, or any changes that you people want to do, or you want to show what is the point of progress has happened at present on any PR activities. So these all things has to be given to the media by you people. So it is something like having all the time connecting connectivity with the previous news and present news. Okay. Any doubts that you people have till here? Any doubts? Am I audible to you? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Please respond soon. Okay, any one of you. Okay, you have to respond, because the sometimes connectivity problem may come and I may not notice it properly. Okay, meanwhile. So you should
You are
respond
audible,
anyone.
sir.
One, yeah, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have some elements into the media relationship programs. These are very common things that maybe all which we people are going to discuss now will be used into the organization, or somewhere some bunches will be taken, some few of them will be selected among the total elements what we people are going to deal now by any organizations. Okay, so it all depends on the requirement and the capacity of the organizations in organizing their media relationship programs on the basis of the elements which we people are going to discuss for today, right? Okay, now establishing and maintaining any good relationship that you people want to have with the media. Okay, and to make it more effective, there are certain programs which can be very valuable in addition to the organization. So if you want to make that particular a media relation program very effective, and if you want to make a good relationship with the media people, these are the things you people always need to have. Okay, the first one we have like plan. So basically usually any management activity which is going to start with a plan, right? So create a plan with the goals and objectives, define the target audience and the target message. So you should be very much careful about the type of program that you are doing it, no? The public relation program. You should be very much careful about what is the main objective of that program, fine, and what are the goals that you need to achieve. So once you do it, you should be very careful about even defining the targeted audience which to whom you people want to reach. Okay, and the targeted message. So this should be clearly defined and should be a plan which should be charted or should be given to the media people. So you should prepare on that. So you should prepare a plan. Okay, and accordingly people have to act. So it says plan, it says about creating goals and objectives for the plan. Then you have to properly define the target audience, who are your target audience, and what should be the targeted message. So second element we have, which we people can have like press kits, where this is a foundation of any media relationship program, which is a must you should have. Okay, it consists of series of stories. Okay, usually placed in sided folders with pockets, with which organize information in a way that is easy for the news media to use. So you are going to make it more crispy and crunchy, where the bigger messages, instead of giving too much, make it in a stories, a very small short stories. Okay, and make it in a type of folders which can be easily kept. Okay, so that should be given to the media people, where those media people are going to take a use of it, while those people are going to use the use it for the some content development for the news. Then we have like media list. The shotgun approach is not always effective, it says, where it doesn't mean that taking a shortcuts and reaching the target or audience, it will happen. No. So what happens is like you have to take a time, okay, and you have to make some research, okay, to understand your target audience, who are they, what are their behavior, what type of messages are welcomed, okay, and understood or paid attention towards such type of messages by the audience has to be known. So it's a list. We are going to prepare a media list. We are taking time to do little research, can produce a greater results for the about. So if you want to make your, reach your target audience, you go on making a list of the medias, which can take you and your message to the targeted audience. Fine, your own target audience. Fine. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, and then we have next, public service announcement. These are amongst the most common type of publicity of non-profit, organizations. So these are announcements will be done usually when it comes to the non-profit organizations. They use more these type of announcements. Just what service those people are giving to the public will be broadcasted. Then we have op-ed articles. It is something like we say like op-ed articles. So named because they typically run opposite to the editorial page. Usually, the certain write-ups which will be against the editorial page content. Okay, and it gives lot of opportunity for commenting on them. Okay, on certain issues. Okay, commenting on the certain issues which is presently published, okay, for that particular day, and also to build a name recognition as an expert in the field, especially when you people find anything on the editorial page for today that can be commented and written, right? which can be also helpful in getting a lot of attention in that particular field for you. Then we have letters to the editors. Many papers try to publish as many letters to the editors as possible and take these letters very seriously. Now, if you want to get more attention of the editor towards the type of issue you people want to publish, so repeatedly people can send a letters to them on that particular program, and where sending repeatedly can create more exposure for your intention came by the editors. Fine. So they will take it more seriously where when they receive letters repeatedly often by you people. That then we have press conferences. This usually be done by the organization, and where some anything happens, okay, anything happens, any disasters happen, and what negative, okay, and the publicity what they get, okay, for their organization among the society will be in a negative form. So here what happens is that press conferences can be called, and the impact of that negative thing what is happening to the public can be minimized. Sorry. Okay, so rarely happens. Okay, press conferences are called rarely are going to happen because whenever failure happens in certain programs, and that is going to affect the organization due to the negative effect which is going to be there in the mind of public. So at that time, to reduce the negative effect, so press conferences are called, and the clarification on that will be given to the press people. Okay, so those people are going to publish the same thing into the newspaper where that will be reducing the impact, okay, on organization, negative impact of organization by the issue. Then we have media tools. Usually, tools can be done in a person, or even you can use a satellite. And there are numerous organizations that can film, edit, produce, and distribute these tools for any organizations. Even if you visit any of the organizations, they will be giving you a snapshot, okay, about the organization where they have already where those people have already recorded the videos, and animations are added, examples are added, audio is added to that. So somewhere this can also help in creating one basic image about the organization among the public. So this can also be given to the media people for their references. Then we have press clipping services where you can scan thousands of services of any newspaper. Sorry, these services scan thousands of newspapers you can scan. Okay, magazines you people can scan, and websites. Okay, and monitor even television talk shows and news programs looking for monitoring company or a. We have one example. If you can go and visit any of the sorry, not any of the any social sites, or you take any like a YouTube where you just type and see freedom is not free, where before the book was launched by renowned writer Shiv Khera, okay, Mr. Shiv Khera, where even I have seen it in 2007, where the video was shown for around 2 or 3 or 5 minutes it was, where the snapshot was given like this. The clippings, press clippings were given about this, on concept on which the freedom is not free. The book was written by him. So even we can use it where that can make, and that made me to get an interest in that particular issue, and I have even purchased the book also. So this happens like that, where you can have press clipping services, take the clippings from the newspapers, from magazines, okay, the websites, whatever the services that you people have done, and broadcast it. Okay. Then we have special events. These can be held in, for the purpose of launching a new product. When you people are introducing a new product, special events can be done, and you can get more and more attention of the public, or say that the targeted audience towards that organization which is launching a new product. Fine. And make an announcement, or say spotlighting something very visual that cannot be communicated via press release. Now sometimes everything cannot be say typed or printed into the press release. Something are there which you people can make it more visual, people can understand it. Trade shows are very common. Yearly it happens where even we have automobile trade shows. Okay, we have textile trade shows where a lot of business people come together. They meet, they transact. They will be having a contract between them for new businesses, right? So the trade shows says that these can be good opportunity to make company announcements. Where if you are launching a new product, launch a new trade show where many other companies can also come and join, and they can find opportunity to have a deal with the organizations, right? One or the other trade related matters. Then we have acquisitions and alliances can also happen. Okay, because trade journalists are often present in at that particular places where you people can have a very good relationship with by giving them some good gifts and making you as more memorable or remembered among them. Okay, then we have photography. Though it may not seem very obvious. Okay, photography is most important when a subject is difficult to photograph and all, not inherently, visual. Now, sometimes a type of photography that we people take when we cannot say we cannot make it as a video, or we cannot write articles on that way. Maybe the write-ups cannot be suiting, it cannot suit to the required target audience. Even photographs can give lot of meaning, okay, to the targeted audience. So it seems, but not much used. Okay, because what happens is, like, one photograph can be a type of meaning to me. Okay, and the same thing may not be to the other. So the way people perceive the pictures, okay, the way those people give the meaning to the pictures is totally a different one, right? So next we have like audio tapes, which will be given to the radio stations where the stories will be told. Right, the recorded stories will be broadcasted into a radio. People are going to listen it. Right. So even you can use these audio tapes in broadcasting. Okay. And we have internet monitoring. Now you type in a Google, any of the search engines, you get more and more number of informations which you people are going to connect it to the required sites. Okay, the web now offers an incredibly wide range of public forums. Okay, in addition to the traditional area of print and broadcast source, if you compare to the traditional media, today internet has taken the mass. Okay, reaching the mass with a very little expense. We say very less cost you people can reach. Okay, and even identifying the targeted or interested people over the internet is also very easy. There were community meetings where it's very simple, like you people can hold a small meetings, okay, neighborhood meetings, nearby places where small communities are situated. Okay, okay, to explain a type of a portion, or say, of the program that will be directly or indirectly impacting a group of citizens who are residing in those neighborhoods. Okay, so you can find smaller communities which is being developed in those neighborhoods, call them, meet, and then discuss. Fine. So then we have next specialized fact sheets. Okay, this is something when an organization has more details and facts figures that can fit in one page press release, they need a fact and sheets. They say, as I told you, where the media people will publish only those news which are going to be backed by the facts. Okay, the figures. Okay, whatever figures which is being given into the newspapers, they will be holding all the data, okay, proof on that. Okay, then only those people are going to print and publish. Then we have quarterly newsletters, where another way to keep strategic message in front of a target audience is to communicate via quarterly newspaper, where you people make the audience to wait for 3 months. Okay, and one newsletter for them will be published, okay, in the form of newsletters, where 3 months complete snapshot of what has happened into the organization will be known by those people. And we have annual reports. Okay, this is, you people are very well known with that, because when you people are taking your financial statement for the project reports, even annual reports are the a prime source from which you people can take. So these are authentic reports which for the entire year what has happened into organization will be given to the stakeholders. And we have PR campaign measurement where, as we told initially when we started the subject, PR usually starts with the research and ends with the research. So research is very much important that you people have to do in understanding what is the present situation and what should be the desired one for the organization. Okay, so one way to create a news is to conduct a survey and report the results. Okay, and those survey are most helpful when one can use numbers to make before and after comparison, as I told you. Like research is going to start with the sorry the PR program starts with the research, where you people come to the present status and some facts you people come to know, and that you people are going to work, and any program which has been implemented, after implementation you are going to make a post research, so you are going to compare the results of both. Then we have crisis management. This is sometimes we say crises are always bad for the organization. So sometimes it happens. So that where crises are not always necessarily a bad. Where it is it is an important thing to keep in the mind, where provides a lot of opportunity for an organization, okay, to taking up that crisis and utilizing it for creating some companies image into the public. For example, like an emergency has happened or any controversy may give the opportunity to reach a very larger number of people with the company's perspective, where more number of people can be reached at that moment, and everybody will be having even interest, okay, paying an attention towards that type of crisis and how it is going to be managed by the organization. So good or bad, a few things are key in handling the crisis. Okay, any doubts that you people have into the elements while building a media relationship programs? Not audible?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. So we have next the role of technology in PR. These all things has been discussed into even your previous classes also, and you people are very much well versed with this, because for anything, any information you require, you people take your smartphone and you go into the Google Chrome for finding it. So there are many people, almost all of them, 90% of people are exposed to different type of technology along with the different type of medias for their reference purpose. Fine. So role of technology in PR nowadays, technology in PR is growing in a very faster way, because reaching your targeted audience in a very it's very good one side, okay, where you people reach your targeted audience, okay, and identifying a target audience, whether they are not, that confirmation can even be brought to the company's notice by the even use of these technology also. Okay, so there are certain facilities which PR gives. Okay, how this technology plays a role in PR programs. Fine, we have an internet which these PR practitioners are using it extensively. Okay, and if you see the proportion of using internet is very higher in their total work. Fine, and if you see the net has become one of the most powerful public relation tool available, because reaching your target audience is very easy in this. Okay, then the internet allows a company to directly communicate with the audience from all over the world at the click of a mouse. It is very cheaper and it is also faster. Even you have two-way communication where you can reach okay, you can reach your target audience and people can even communicate with them. Immediate feedbacks can be taken from them. The discussion will happen. Some certain platform or forum which is going to be created for discussing on certain PR programs, okay, by the target audience. And we have separate blocks of the people, separate blocks of the organization, where it is very unique way of developing an information and furnishing it to the required people, and where you can communicate in a personal way with the current and prospective customers, and also the people who will be visiting your blog just by clicking on the link given to them. and blog, and the write-ups will be there where people follow and they read it. Okay, so here by taking two people in a conversational conversational manner, blog puts a human face on a company that is difficult to duplicate in any way. So here you cannot duplicate it. Safest one it is, where you are the only people, key people who can put articles into the blogs, and you can control, okay, the flow of information to the public or the targeted audience. And we have podcast where it's been extensively used by PR professionals, especially in metropolitan areas where those people spend a lot of time in transportation. Okay, entire day they will be in transit. Okay, they may use their car, they may be riding into a public transportation, or hoofing into the old-fashioned way, legging, or what we say, taking away, by walk. Or podcast provides and in valuable opportunity for an PR professionals to capitalize on this transit time by staying current on any industry that is consistently evolving. So even this can be used for giving them up to date information what happens in even day also, current information which is going to be there in that particular area regarding any organization can be immediately given. Okay, even they are using this for giving an information to the public that where the traffic jam is there in metropolitan cities, so they can take the route, different routes. Okay, and they can help themselves in reaching their destination without any hurdles. Okay, this is an example for that. Then we have RSS feeds. Okay, what we said as really simple syndication, where a new and important trend which all the companies are going to use today. So for delivering information regarding the company by use of the internet technology, which we say it as RSS, or or it's an abbreviation we use RSS, like a really simply simple syndication. Okay, so this technology makes it easy for any people to know when new content is posted on a website. So some alerts or notification will be also used here, where any notification or alerts which rings on the smartphones, those people are going to use it, and once they click it, they directly reach the that particular web page, or say the information page. Then we have internets, as we people have done without a complete picture of what the company are doing. This PR people cannot make a great case study suggestions, or are unaware of interesting story angles to pitch to the media, and do not know all the vertical markets the company is serving. But internets gives solution to this. So internet can give them complete information about whatever we people have just read now. Okay, then we have externals, which we are going to use them for communicating between the members of the organization. Okay, it may be even clients. Okay, or it may be, as I told, staff members, or it may be a clients, or maybe a suppliers. Okay, so everybody who is connected with the operations of the organization, they can use these externals. Okay, like publishers, like public relation firms often use these externals to manage their work flow content. Okay, so and externals are also useful for publishing rate breaking news and updates, making them instantly available to the reporters, investors, and analysts. So they are directly connected. Probably it is not directly connected with the general public, but the related people, or what we say the stakeholders, who are responsible for taking the PR programs to the target audience, they will be getting these all news on spot. So they use these extranets. Fine. Then we have no, for a firm, an extranet can pick up where an intranet leaves off. In addition to boosting communication between staff members, clients are not longer left in the dark about accounts progress. Now this says that day to day and moment to moment activities which is going to happen in the organization will be known by all the stakeholders. It may be clients or staff members. What is the progress of the organization for any matter or any issues, they will come to know immediately. Right. So this is all the time they are going to be having connection between each another. Fine. So this is all about your module 5. We have a case which is within the shortest form. This the complete case will be sent to you people, right? Or we'll be dealing that into your next class. So it's very smaller one. We'll have that. Okay? This has been given to your syllabus also, like fatal tiger attack at San Francisco Zoo, right? So anyway, for today we are going to stop the class. Okay, fine. Any doubts that you people have? Any doubts? May I know anybody who has a doubt?